So their numbers were very, very conservative. The $4 million is a very conservative estimate of what we can cover through the 4B tax money.
How much tax levy are we getting per month out of 4B right now?
25 to 35,000.
Sometimes it's been as high as 44,000 and as low as 23. So it fluctuates. Just depends on how much people spend. But in 2000, we didn't get any money in 2007. So all of 2008 and 4 months of this year, we've got close to 600,000,
which is about 3 times what they anticipated at first.
Whenever y'all, I'm sorry.
And hopefully the summer tourist season it'll go up higher. So we're excited about that.
Whenever y'all take possession of the park, you'll no longer be grandfathered in, will you? I mean, you have, what's your time frame to bring it up to code, and what will you do in the meantime, the items that are not up to code right now? Because I realize they're grandfathered right now as long as they've been there.
Right.
But you won't be the day you take possession, right? How long you had to bring that up to code? 30 days, 60 days?
See, I don't know. Like I said, some of that will be in that prioritization of renovations.
And if you're not up to code, will you shut down the park that's not up to code until it is?
I don't know.
All right.
That was a good question, Danny.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm an accountant and not a contract guy. I just don't know.
Right. There's a lot there to look at.
I ran a 3.5 million for 10 years at 4%, and the payments on that was $35,000 a month. So you're saying that the percentage y'all are going to get is going to be like 5 or 5.5.
Right.
So it's going to be more than $35,000 a month. Just as much. Well, on $4 million, it's probably running close to $4 million. I mean, $40,000 a month, not counting utilities, and insurance, and upkeep, and management fees, and all that.
Correct. He's essentially traditionally he has essentially broken even, and so he's typically covered his own operations.
He's not going $4 million in debt.
Well, correct. But the 4B would cover the 4B would cover the debt service. Like I said, our numbers of what we can bond are his estimations based on current revenue. And so I'm not arguing with your numbers, but I'm going to kind of defer to the professional on that.
Well, if he's breaking even at what they're doing now, they're not servicing $34,000 or $35,000 a month debt.
No, and we don't expect operations to service that amount of debt. We expect 4B money, 4B sales tax to service the debt, and the operations to cover operations. Right. Well, we expect the 4B, the tax to cover the principal and interest, and then we expect it to be self-sufficient as far as operations go.
I sort of understand it from the bond people too, by putting the Riverwalk in the bond money. That gives us, we can secure the $600,000 we already have as a safety net fund.
Yes.
Towards servicing.
Yes.
The cost of the bond.
Yes.
I'm not sure I'm clear what the advantage to Glen Rose is to have this RV park as an asset to the city.
It's a great piece of real estate. It's right on the Biloxi River. Big Rocks is one of the most widely used sections of the river in this part of the state. There's a lot of historical significance to Oakdale Park that we think if went to an outside. We think Oakdale Park's for sale. We think it's for sale, and if the municipality doesn't buy it, there's a good possibility that a third party can come in and buy it. With that, there's nothing to preserve that historic significance of Oakdale Park. They can come in and doze it and level it. And we feel that because of its location, because of its size, you don't have that big of a lot that has green space on it in the city limits is a rare find. And so, because of its size, because of its historical significance, and because of its location being right across from Big Rocks Park, there is some value to that. I mean, I think it's hard to quantify value of parks all across the country. It's hard to put a dollar figure on having green space available to the public. And yet we are building parks every day, everywhere. And it is a public priority. And so far, the preliminary reports from the strategic comprehensive plan. Thank you. I'm going to get it one day. I swear I will. Probably next year, but one day. One of the things people have put a priority on is having green space and having parks. And so, in recognition of that, this is pursuant to that goal.